go. I love it. There's something absolutely special about this game, I tell you. For as long as I've been playing it, it still blows my mind. The views, the way everything works. Even PTU. I mean, PTU is always a hot mess, but when it comes down to it, it's very rewarding. It's our hot mess. It's a hot mess that we funded and hot mess that we helped create. Check my altitude here. Let's go a little further out. Let's do a hot jump. Ooh, see, that's still a problem right there. If I spool up and then hold B by accident before this finishes spooling all the way up, it doesn't allow me to jump. Yeah, I was about to say that should have been more than enough to pull me out of atmosphere. So now that I'm out, I'm gonna actually stop the ship. Bring it to a pause. Let me power everything down. As far as engines go. I think it's time I take this out and test out the undocking. Wow. Oh, look at that. I just love that.
Your adventure courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic. Systems active. Engine system active.
Whoa.
Charging. Charge of shields.
Alright, it just slingshots me out of there. Uh-oh. um, seeing that it literally yeeted me across the entire planet here, where'd the ship go? That cannot be it. Oh, that does not look good. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. That is not my cargo bay, is it? Oh my goodness. See if I can find my Phoenix. Because it just blasted me out of that thing. And of course, this does not have a quantum drive on it, so. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Do some zoom feature on this. Little camera work. Nice guns. gonna make myself black out before the end of all this. Do a manual re-entry to get that atmospheric burn. See how this plays out, but as far as gameplay looks, it's pretty smooth. Now, I do have a bug to report, and that's when undocking from the constellation, there's a good chance that you can get slingshotted. Either I got slingshotted from my ship, or my ship's slingshotted itself away from me. But I love the Archimedes. This is a very beautiful ship. And I've had the regular Connie with the Merlin too, but the Archimedes is just... There it goes. Oh, that's beautiful. Coming in hot. Burn off some speed a little bit and reduce it. And let it go once I'm in. Now, granted, I have no way of figuring out where the space station is because, let me black out right quick. Oh, I'm blacking out. Oh, that's happening. Ooh, I didn't black out. I tried my hardest to make myself black out, but it didn't work. I'm gonna try to do something crazy. I'm gonna come in pretty hard on the ground. Try to flip last second, do a turn and burn. If I crash, so be it. Sorry, they're bleeding off speed from atmospheric pressure. 5,000. Oh, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, I'm already climbing. Wow. So I guess that's the cool thing. Even though I've overheated my engines and I've burned them out, still got retro thrusters going, so that's pretty cool. So for those of you watching, how many of you play Star Citizen to this day, and are any of you on the verge of getting Star Citizen? I have to say, if you haven't played it yet, or if you haven't given it a try, I highly recommend you do so. While it's still on alpha, it's one of the most ambitious projects I've ever seen in my life, and to be honest, it's one of the most impressive also. Oof. I've hit the armistice zone, so it's gonna take over my ship and make sure I don't slam into the ground. I wonder if I can get past that, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna give that a shot. No, it's taking over my ship completely. I can't do anything. Gotta wait till it kicks me out. Oh no. There we go. Hey, Blue Mass Libre. I'm gonna see if I can actually slam myself into the ground here. Nah, it takes over way before you get here. So our corp is just really protected as far as that armistice zones goes. One of the few places that still has this type of security to it. So I can't just go crashing myself into the ground, but I'm gonna have to self-destruct this ship. Simply because that bug that I ran across. So I'm gonna go and give this a shot. See if they give me a countdown. No. It's gonna be randomized. Woohoo! Before I self-destruct this ship, let me see what I got here. Okay, cool. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It wouldn't let me pull the cord. Oh, man. Well, I was trying to reject out of the cockpit, but it seems like that's not working right now. So I'm putting together an event, hopefully when live rolls out. I always let 1 week go by before I start holding org events. And what I plan on doing is a nice first-person shooter combat. It's going to be on Hurston. And now that they've improved the planetary tech to where we have a lot more area to work with, I'm thinking of holding an event called Junkyard Dogs. And I'm about to go to that location right now, actually, because it's a very cool location. And one of my favorite things to do in this game is exploration. I love going through the various cave systems and finding the unknown. And if I can, I find ways to break this game. I mean, one of my favorite ways of breaking this game, and it's actually on the YouTube channel, is when I would go below the city, actually. It's one of my favorite things to do. Find the bugs and really mess things up. And in those adventures of attempting to find these bugs, I generally find some pretty cool locations in relatively unknown places. And when I take the screenshots of this to share, people tend to ask me, hey, where'd you find this? Or where'd you find that volcano spout? And it's all about the exploration. There's a lot of hidden Easter eggs in this game, and if it's one thing that they've added to the PTU that wasn't in the previous build, is they've added the refineries outside of Lorville also. Now, in 3.5, I believe it was, when we first got a taste of Lorville and we finally got the, we had the planetary tech out there, I used to love traveling over the oceans, and one day I found an oil refinery in the middle of the ocean. I don't know which ocean it was. It was one of the many on that planet. And I decided to land on the landing pad out there, and I went inside, and they have the mineral machines where you can buy or sell minerals. And then on the way out of there, I decided, you know what, let me see if swimming mechanics are in. Fell right into the middle of the ocean. Of course I died because the swimming mechanics aren't in. But from that day, I have not been able to find that location. I've been trying to convince everybody that there are refineries or, little, what looks like refineries in the middle of the game, and now it seems like they've taken it out of the ocean and actually put it just outside of Lorville, so that's pretty cool to see. And that's also something I want to test. I want to test the functionality of the stairs and the ground gameplay, especially with the Nova tank come in. Everyone's really excited about the Hercules, and I'm one of those great people. And what makes me so excited about that is we finally have a vehicle or a ship large enough to carry something like the Ballista with ease, or something like the Nova tank with ease. Whereas previously we had no other choice but to use the 890 jump, and holy crap, that was a buggy hell. Trying to shove a Ballista into that without it blowing up is a miracle in its own right.
Now arriving.
Yes, I am totally excited for CitizenCon. I mean, I'm sad that, of course, we have the pandemic still going on and stuff like that. I'm sad that we can't do it live, because if it's one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to buy tickets to an actual CitizenCon and, help support some of the friends in the org and some of my other good friends out here, and we can all meet each other in LA. But since they're doing it digitally again this year, I'm still excited for that. I mean, last year CitizenCon was great. The Aerospace Expo was amazing. Now, what I'm curious to see is where are they going to hold the expo? There's a lot of people teasing that it might be right around the new pyro system, or they may be showcasing the pyro system in that one for release soon after that. And that's going around the rumor guides out there. And I do hope so. I would love to see them unleash pyro on us for that, after that CitizenCon. That would be great. Especially for some of the powered orcs out there, because while Ultra itself is not a powered orc, we tend to stand more on the neutral side. If it's one thing I can give to the pirate players out there, it's like they really don't have much gameplay, so they're doing their best trying to make whatever gameplay they can for themselves and whatever gameplay loops they can for themselves, and sometimes it comes at the expense of certain players who don't want to quite get involved with PvP, and it can become annoying. Wait, why am I trying to file a claim on this when I need to be filing a claim on this? Because now that that's connected to the Phoenix, there's no point in just claiming the Archimedes itself. Let's expedite that. I got the Nomad, I got the Cutlass Red, but none of these actually have the quantum drive that I need on there. So it's going to be a long trip anyway it goes. Suppose I'll just take the Cutlass Red out. Well, it didn't tell me where to find my ship. Let's see, Hangar 2 it is. Oh god, that is one thing I'm glad they put in also. Without that tag right there, man, it was a headache. Especially when you had to go to certain elevators just to get to your hangar. You have to play Russian roulette with the buttons if you didn't remember. Completely annoying. And even still, sometimes I forget. Big old Cuddy. A lot of people get into their ships and do this. One of my favorite things to do. So open up the doors while I'm standing right here and just look at them. It's a behemoth. I love it. That is cool to see. So I'm also deciding that it's almost time to upgrade my PC, even though I'm still running relatively smooth and it's very rare for me to get stutters. I'm thinking of upgrading, and I just might betray my usual choice and go with the AMD build. I've been an Intel builder for a long time, and just looking at the specs and the way they handle, especially in the Star City telemetry, they're doing very well. Let's get a look at this beautiful city as we fly away from it. Turn on my Weeble lights. Hey, look at that. They actually got the front lights working perfectly now. That is something that wasn't so great in the last patch. I mean, you'll see them from the inside the window if you're shining it on something, but you wouldn't see them shining in third person like you see them right now. I think that's really cool. They got the brights flowing. Look at that, it's beautiful. So if you could name your Cutlass Red, what would you name it? I honestly still haven't picked a name for my Phoenix yet. When naming the Phoenix comes out, I have no idea. Alright, that should be high enough to jump out of here. Let's get a quick jump going. And I still see this bug exists. It actually popped up last. It took a little bit, but it actually popped up this time. I didn't have to open it and close it 100 times. Now, one thing they have to do also, especially with the Cutlass ships, is they have to change the seating position. Right now, the seats are, at least the pilot seat is sitting lower than it should. This reticle is supposed to be lined up with this right here, but it's way down here, which means the seating position is too low. Ooh. It's a nice stutter right there. So while this travels, I'm going to shoot myself out the airlock. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So the craziest thing I've ever seen. Just walk back here. Now what I'm wondering is, when this comes to a stop, will the force of this ship stopping actually make me stutter step? So I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna wait till it comes to a stop, and I'm gonna see if that actually throws me off balance. I think that would be really cool if it did, so that anyone not seated in your ship when it comes to a stop will have to hang on to something. Oh, it's even crazier looking through this. Oh, whoa, 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 really? Oh, that's a funny bug. And even worse, I can't take out my other weapon. Oh, that's a nasty bug. I'll take a screenshot right quick. Got to report that to the issue council. You know what? Let's see if we can find a workaround. Let me do this. Drop the undersuit. Put it back on and see if that gives me functionality. Why am I wearing the new Yeezys? Look at that. Holes everywhere. And it didn't equip my suit. And my gun's already disappeared, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Alright, let me close this. So it does seem like I'm bracing myself, especially even with this speed. It's a little bit more difficult to walk around. Wow.
Buddy.
That's impressive. Hey there, how's it going, Enigma?
Pretty good. Just saw you in. I checked earlier, no one was in, so I just figured I'd come say hi.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm over here just streaming on YouTube and
Or,
testing out the PTU.
Let me load that up.
All right. So I'm looking at some of the force reactions right now. I'm over here in Quantum Jump, and I'm on my color's red, and it's actually a little bit more difficult to walk around. I'm having to brace myself with every step, which is pretty darn cool. But what I want to see is when I come out of Quantum Jump, if I'm just standing anywhere in the ship, will the force of that stop cause me to lose balance and fall over per se? Or at least have to brace myself on something. That'll be pretty cool.
You actually leaning a little bit?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually struggling to walk. So here I go. I'm coming out of the Quantum. I'm gonna sit still right quick. I'm gonna see if this actually makes me lose balance if it stops. I'll get a little movement going, see if it jars me. Okay, nope, so it did not cause me to stumble.
Wow.
Now, another thing I gotta figure out is why my suit isn't re-equipping. Because I do not have a suit on right now, and try putting it back on, but this ain't working.
That would be bad if you accidentally opened a door.
Yep. Let's see. There we go. There's Everest Harbor right there.
Oh, you got the cutlass.
Yep. Well, I undocked my Merlin from the Connie, and upon doing that, my Connie yeeted itself away from me. About a good 35,000 kilometers away.
That's
So, of course, without a quantum drive on the Merlin, I had no choice but to kill myself. I could have easily just flown back to Lorville, but that would have taken too long. I'd rather just kill myself and get it over with. Reclaim the ship and get going. What I'm about to do now is head to the site for the event just to see if anything has changed. Because I wanted to have it when it went live, but I know the first week of live is usually a cluster, a complete mess. So I might want to wait till the second week of live to hold the event. Depends on how everything gets released and how stable the build is.
Which event are you doing?
The FPS Junkyard Dogs.
Ooh. Sign me up.
I'm gonna show you the location actually, if you're interested in seeing where we're gonna hold it.
Please proceed to side landing bay.
Let's see, where are you gonna have me park?
So what's your first overall impression with the PT now?
Well, the PTU right now is actually very smooth. I like it. A lot of people were complaining about the 30Ks, but I haven't experienced too many things that's worrying at the moment yet. Frames seem very smooth right now.
Pleasant stay.
Way smoother than they were a week ago.
Well, that's certainly better.
Yeah.
I know some people were having those 30Ks every 10 minutes, they said,
Yeah,
and I was just kind of curious.
I've been in for about 40 minutes now. About 10 minutes longer than I've been streaming, and I haven't had a 30K yet, knock on wood. I don't know if that sun is just rising or if it's just setting. I hope it's rising. I'm gonna need it to come around that horizon to light up where I need to go. So, you're excited about CitizenCon?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's always a great chance to learn the new technology coming in, see the new ship, and see the ones that I want.
Now, where do you think
Um,
they're gonna hold it this year? I think that's gonna be the more interesting question to ask because, you know, they held it at Laurelville at one point. They held it at Microtech last year, and this year there are some rumors going around about them teasing Pyro shortly after the release of CitizenCon.
I heard about that, but I don't know if they're 100% ready for Pyro. I know that they gave out contracts to other companies to build the actual planets.
Mm-hmm.
So they may be further along than people think.
And I thought that was exciting too when they announced that they was contracting out to another company for that and for Theaters of War for that other company. And then if that's not exciting enough, they're they're building a new studio that can hold a
Theaters
lot
of
more
War,
people, a lot more their own servers and everything like that.
Theaters of War just blow my mind. Honestly, it's really really cool, and I think it'll be a great element to Star Citizen.
Yeah,
And the new studio, man, I mean, they're decking it out.
they are. I mean, they're trying to create a creative atmosphere out there. You know, rather than having just brick wall everywhere. You know, they want to have some an inspirational environment around there so they can get the ideas of what they can add to the game better.
Yeah, that'll be great. I bet the designers are gonna love that.
Yeah. I mean, granted that, you know, majority of the ideas came from our great minds. And Chris Roberts' ambition, but, you know,
And Blue Mask, I see you in chat there. I'm glad the new patch is better.
yeah. I think Blue Mask Libre is Pedro, if I'm mistaken, right?
Pedro, what's up, bro?
I think I remember Pedro being Blue Mask at one point. I may be mistaken.
Blue Mask Libre. Like Lucha Libre, like wrestler?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's him.
Yeah, this patch is definitely much better. I mean, it's going to be a cluster once everybody has to go to live because then you know everybody and their mom's going to be downloading it. So it's going to bonk out the servers for a bit. However, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a major conga line. There's a lot of features in 3.13 that advance things. Like, for instance, you were talking about the ship-to-ship docking with the Connie and the Merlin.
Uh-huh.
And then there's later on in later, sub patches, there's going to be ship to station.
The ship to station, I mean, the foundation for ship to station is already in. They already got the station set up for it, which is pretty darn cool to see. You go inside the new stations, you actually see the docking colors are there.
Yeah, I see them, and they extend out. It's a pretty cool technology.
Yeah.
Me being a hauling pilot, that's important to me because I need stations to dock up with all my supplies, so it can help out the corp and have some fun.
Now this is something I wanted to see right here because they added these everywhere.
Ooh, what's that?
This is one of the refinery things. Remember that refinery I kept telling everybody about that was in the middle of the ocean?
Uh-huh.
This is what it looked like, except it had a landing, like a flat landing pad that went everywhere, and it had little walkways that you can walk on. And this is the thing I found out there that I could not find again, no matter how hard I looked. And now they're on land.
Is that on an armistice area or is it an open zone?
This is an armistice area, but they do have this in an open zone also. Woo.
The open zone would be interesting for
Well,
FPS.
this is exactly what I'm going to go for with FPS. So I'm trying to see how far out these extend. And right now we're still on armistice zone because Warville is right there. Oh, and one cool thing they've added. Check out the headlights on this beast.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
This was not in the last patch. I mean, the headlights were there, but they were just, the headlights to where you can only see it from, first person or third person when you're shining it on something. Now you can dynamically see the headlights. You see the fog, the way it all reacts to it. That looks really nice.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's a very nice touch. Ah, thank you, Pedro. Thank you.
When I see your name, Blue Mask Libre, I think Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio.
Hey, those were some of the greats right there. Now, let me not lose sight of where I am as far as Lorville goes. So I got to be on a certain side. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right side of this. Perfect. So I'm going to head straight this way from there. It's dark, so it's a little bit harder to see where I have to go.
Mysteries abound. Yeah, it would be cool if they played, the original Latino WWE music, like Latino Heat. All of a sudden, people jump from the ship, and all of a sudden, you hear Latino Heat. Dun dun dun.
Now, what will forever be my favorite, my top 3 theme music of the WWE, and especially in the WWF era? Stone Cold's intro.
Oh yeah.
The glass breaking, just like you just knew stuff was going down. Over. It didn't matter
Knew
what.
it was him. Someone's getting their ass kicked.
Yeah. The Rock's
I mean,
intro,
sorry.
electrifying. Beautiful. And then Kane. Kane was one of my favorites. Undertaker and Kane are equally up there. Both of them were very intimidating to me as a child.
I think in the early days, like WWF, say, the Undertaker was really cool because he had the doom, the gloom, and stuff, and then Kane had the fire.
Yes.
Now the Undertaker and Kane both have fire.
And I mean that's what I loved about Kane. Kane was very mysterious, and the masked Kane, let me clear that up, was very mysterious to me. And I think I love that aspect of him the most. But that he was that man of nightmares. And
do you remember his first mask fight for his mask?
I looked that up on YouTube, and I thought it was very cool.
They're very, very inventive, the writers.
A lot of that was Vince McMahon. I mean, even when it came to the Undertaker, the Undertaker was going with a whole different shtick at first, and then he couldn't find work, and then Vince was like, you know what, let's do this storyline, because Vince wrote the Undertaker a long time ago, well before they had the guy play him, and Vince was like, you know what, we ran this didn't work, we ran this didn't work, and we have this guy named the Undertaker. He's supposed to be this, ominous dead guy walking, and I think he'll fit great. And man, did he ever choose the right person for that?
Speaking of one of your faves, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Before that, they had him in the WWF as the Ringmaker.
Yeah.
Ringmaster, the Ringmaster, or something like. And that didn't go over well with the public. And they recreated him into Steve Austin, Stone Cold.
Well, everyone loved that badass Trump. That was the Generation X, DX, Stone Cold. All of them was the Attitude Era trope right there.
The pranks with the McMahons. Oh my God.
Because I mean, it was like fight against the establishment. You know, Rage Against the Machine was big in music and everything at that time too. And he said, "You love Goldust." Goldust was a beast. No, he was a good wrestler too. I made fun of him a lot too, along with Gangrel and the rest of them, Val Venus and all of them. But
Val
good
Venus
God,
was kind of hilarious.
yeah.
He didn't like a storyline, and they put him in a dress.
So this is pretty much the areas we're going to be fighting in.
Ah, the junkyard.
The junkyard dogs. We got a lot of cover. There are some underground tunnels in here now. We got some things we can climb. It actually sounds really cool when you climb up on top of this stuff.
Pretty high wind.
Very high wind. That's because it's at night. At night, this place is a windy beast. During the day, this is pretty darn cool. See, I was wondering if hiding in here would stop the wind.
Shelter.
Yep. Now, it would be cool if, let's say, you go inside of here and it reduces the wind that affects you, When they have that type of dynamic, that's going to be cool. Yes, there is definitely going to be tons of PvP in the new caves also. And I hope they fix the bugs where some of the caves, especially the ones by the ocean, are accidentally filled with water. Just go in there, you wind up drowning. Oh man, this will be good. I mean, if it's one thing I want to see them put in the game, like imagine this. Look at where I'm standing right now. Night vision. Having thermal goggles or night vision goggles right here would be amazing. That would just add so much. And if you think night vision would be cool in this game, throw a like up there, man.
If you're listening, Sig, there you go, right there. Night vision needed.
And someone brought that up in the last dev talk, and they kind of shot it down a little bit. I'm like, no, bring the night vision in. I think especially we have a helmet with a hood already. We have the Moby Glass and all this great advanced technology. Why wouldn't we have night vision for a planet side like this? I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, considering we have the technology now, you'd think in the future they'd have something.
Mm-hmm. And yes, Pirates are definitely going to have a field day with PO. And they're going to let that go. I mean, PO is going to become the new SPK. And what's going to happen, and the reason they're letting this happen is because, PO is not going to be here for long anyway. It's going to become a derelict station. It's going to become, in every right, SPK itself. Especially once New Horizon comes in. So something to keep in mind on that when the Vandal do come out, PO's getting destroyed. Now, what I do hope for that is they hold some sort of cool Vandal event where we have to defend PO, and if we lose against the Vandal, it blows up one way. If we win against the Vandal, it still takes a lot of damage, but we get to decommission it ourselves.
That would be cool.
And it gives us a cool option as to how PO goes out.
Ooh, it's spooky.
Yeah, we need life forms out here. We need like a wolf chasing me or something like that. A 5-legged Cypridact or something.
Three-headed wolf.
You know what? Let me do this just in case I die. There we go. I did not do that previously.
That's going to be a really cool event.
Yes, it is, man. Yeah, the sun was just setting. That's what that is. What that was. I'm gonna go to the other side of the planet and see what they put over there. Especially around Operite, because they change. If you've noticed, they changed Operite every patch. You know, at first it was this lush forest green area, and then the next main patch it became this desert wasteland, and then this previous patch here it became like a brackish area where it was, you know, some trees there, but it was very dusty and windy. And I'm kind of curious of what they did with it now that they changed up the planet tech again.
It will be interesting.
Alright, I put this on cruise. There we go. Ooh, zoom in on that.
That is so sweet.
Look at that detail just, has an impact. I just love, like, looking at the detail. Look at the light, like, even the light right there has a little bump map on it.
That is so cool.
Oh. Screenshot generator, man. Screenshot generator.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, cinematic effects. One of my favorite camera shots to do. See if I can pull this off right. Oh no, it's the other way around. Oh no, maybe it is the other way around. See if they let me do it. Oh yeah, there it goes. Wow.
Rock on.
Trying to see how far they let me go now. They don't.
I wonder if you stick a cheese sandwich on top of it, if you could grill it.
Oh, you totally could. Just fry up some bacon in it.
Bacon.
Oh yeah. Let's back away from here. Clear out the view. Boom. All right, let's get to the other side of this planet. I've been playing around long enough with this camera. Let's see. Ooh, now this is a prayer. Pray for me, guys. I'm gonna test out a bug here that's existed for a while. Let's see if I loop around this planet, will it slam me into it? Here goes nothing. Ooh, that handled it nice. So we've made it around the planet without actually getting pulled through it. Amazing.
Pretty sweet.
And somehow it is dark on this side of the planet? What the heck? Okay, well, I have miscalculated something around here. Wow, how do I need such a cooldown? I only did a small jump. That was a really small jump, and that's a major cooldown for that. Usually you expect that type of cooldown if you do a full quantum jump from somewhere.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird.
Yeah. Okay, I see it's coming back around over there. Let's see. Sakaris is 699. Colfax is that's HCSF. Theatis. We'll try this place. Try this location to see what happens. Now, one thing I found out was cool. I was actually able to shove one of these cyclones in here. I didn't think I would be able to do that in the colors red. It's a tight fit, but I managed to get it. That's a good question. See, I wish I had an 890 jump to give that a shot. I would definitely pull one out and test that if I could. Now, I wonder if they expanded the ability of some of the docking stations, especially with the pad size. I know they've added the docking collar now. What I think is what's gonna replace the large pad size is the docking collar, and I think that what's gonna happen is when you spawn something like the 890 jump or the hammerhead or anything like that, they're gonna automatically spawn it at the dock, as at the docking collar, and you just have to enter it through that way. So if I can guess, I would say for this patch, probably not. But when they bring in ship to station docking, then you will be able to dock it to pull it out anywhere, and that's going to be a big help. Let's see. Now, one thing I would love for them to add to the game is, you see how all the markers look about the same size here? That gets very confusing, because if I look at this one, or if I look away for a while, or if I turn around, then I start turning back. If I don't know where I'm going, I'm going to be looking at every little marker here, trying to figure out which one is closest to me. I feel like the one that's closest to me needs to be marginally larger, or it needs to be highlighted a certain color to let me know that I am closest to that marker.
I totally agree.
And I am going straight down for some reason. So looking from this view, it seems like they smoothed out the terrain, but of course you never know until you actually get into a vehicle and ride around down there to see how much they smooth everything out. Because that was one of the most annoying things, was trying to take a drive somewhere and getting caught up on every rock on the way. Oops, wrong button. Now I wonder if it'll despawn my ship if I land it right here.
I'm not sure.
Let me get back inside. There we go. Make sure I come to a nice smooth landing. There we go.
Landing complete. Your systems are offline.
I know that was a problem with the last patch too, is Even if I didn't land on the pad, it would somehow despawn my ship, and I was like, no, I'm stuck. I am still not wearing a suit. And that is a nasty bug. So let me do this. Let me unequip. Actually, unequip. Let me save changes. I like the sound effects these things make now. Let me re-equip the undersuit and see if it puts it back on for me. And nothing. I am going to have to report that. Let me try a different undersuit that doesn't contain my armor pieces and see what happens. Go with the noob suit. And it isn't doing anything.
That's really odd.
Yeah. Wait, do I have the right one? Oh, no. See, I would probably get the wrong one. It's way over there. Oh, boy. Run, my boy. Run. Man, look, I've just been marooned out here. All the holes in my clothes. I got on them new Yeezys. Let's pull out a ground vehicle and see how this works out on a rocky planet like this. And I'm suffocating in the airlock.
Uh-oh.
Yep, okay. Another thing. So many things to report. PBO1. I'm gonna suffocate. I might die. Yeah. There's no healing for me, though, because I can't get my suit back on.
That's true.
Whoa! Oh my God. Anyone ever seen Final Destination? I am pretty sure I'm dead. See if I can zoom in on myself. What? That has to be the luckiest stab I've ever seen in my life. Ugh. Okay, yeah, things are just loading in slowly for me. Oh, nice. I actually bounced over that one. Let's see. So I know the trees are going to stop me completely. Try something like this small rock right here. Oh, nice. I went through it. And boom.
Oh,
Well, at least I know the plants can blow me up now. Thank goodness for the Cuddy Red.
definitely.
Tell you what, I'm gonna fly over here right quick, pull out another vehicle, and just pack it in the back of the Cutlass. Well, damn. Okay, then. Let's bring this right on over here. Well, interesting, my Z movement. There we go. It's like my Z movement froze up on me. Make sure I got control over here. Not go too fast. All right. Seem to be good. Let's get landed over here and load up a vehicle.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Yeah, there is a slight delay going on right now, so whatever I press, there's like a 2-second delay before it actually happens.
Yep.
Woo! It is windy. Good God. So I do love this. I mean, the fact that if you're in a windy environment, especially without a suit on, put your hand in front of your face. To be honest, I want to change these. Let me see if this actually fixes it. If I change my regular clothes, will this somehow get me going? No, because technically it's still saying I'm wearing an undersuit even though I'm not. So let me do this. I'm going to change this. Let me wear, put on my war service uniform. Put on my favorite glasses. There we go. Let me see if this actually changes. And nothing. No, outfits are not changing in this patch. Clothing, armor, nothing.
Wow, that definitely needs to get fixed before the next one.
Yeah. I'm about to die and suffocating. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna still pull out the MT. We'll just file a claim on it. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm over here testing out the PTU, doing some exploration about some of the changes with the land and figuring out what bugs exist so I can report that to Issue Council and hopefully get a cleaner release coming to live for everybody.
I definitely want to see that right there.
Which one?
The Cyclone MT. Have you pulled it out already?
No. Let me actually pull this out. Pull out the Cyclone MT.
I've been wanting to, but I've had so much to do this week. PB1.
Let's see if I don't die as I'm coming out this airlock. There we go. That is a bug they have got to fix. Holy cow, man. I'm going to have to clip that and send that straight to CIG. Once again, thank goodness for the Cutlass Red.
I wonder if it'll let you put a helmet on or something.
No, I tried putting on just a helmet and not even that worked. I mean, starting with the
Well,
other.
I mean, your cargo door is open, so why aren't you dead already?
Well, Hurston itself has atmosphere to it, so.
Oh, that's right.
What I'm wondering is, why won't it let me put anything on? Let me just try a helmet by itself. Go the helmet, I don't mind if I lose. There we go. No, nothing.
Have you tried the mini thing?
Oh, come now, really?
Have you tried the inner thought? You know, the pressing F and then
No, I have not tried that.
or right click.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
it doesn't even have it. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, nothing.
Huh.
Actually, let me take a screenshot of that, too. Let me go to item actions and show that it doesn't even have this on it. To the point where...
Normally on the first menu it says equip helmet.
Yeah. Let me check Moby Glass here. No, none of that. None of that is actually working. Oh, man. All right. Gotta be trying to be quick about this. Run! Alright, I think I'm about 40% health. Let's try the MT again.
Can't do the med pen or anything, can you?
Nope.
Because you have armor.
Exactly. All of that's stored inside the armor, so I can't just pull one out and use it. And the new way to use the med pen is really cool. I mean, I love that you can just press C. You know, you don't have to equip them anymore. They're just there. You press C and then you have to click to use. Cycle, 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 cycle. Hurry. Run. Ooh. Ah, come on.
Damn. Hey, we got a step closer.
Yeah, really.
Hey, but you saw the MT in the background at least.
I hope I wake up fast enough for it to not despawn itself. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, no.
It just despawned.
I see this is going to be a problem.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I'm gonna be dead this time. I can't even cycle it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, cruel world. I think I'm at 10% health.
I say half step. I don't think you'll get out of the airlock.
No, I don't either. We're all taking bets here, everybody. How fast will I die as soon as I enter that airlock?
3 seconds in the airlock.
Well, I'll get to staring
And
it through the glass.
I'll bet my mother's watch. That is pretty sexy, isn't it?
It's a very beautiful ship, and the missiles actually do a great deal of damage. I've had I forgot who I had sitting in the MT. I told them to fire on my Phoenix, and for the most part, it took my shield about a third of the way down, which is pretty
Wow,
impressive.
now, was that normal missiles or rattlesnakes?
That's what the normal missiles, the stock missiles that came on it.
Can you imagine rattlesnakes on that thing?
Some rattlers on there.
Yeah. And also, did you know that that vehicle weapon right there can be changed out compared to other vehicles not being able to? You
Sure.
can actually change that out, get you a scatter gun or whatever you want on there,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's size 1 or size 2. I think it's
So
size 1.
that's actually pretty cool. I did not realize that how many weapons you can actually put on there until you just said that. I'm like, oh, I could put a scatter gun
Yeah.
on here if I wanted to.
Right. As long as it's size 1. I looked it up, it's size 1.
Oh, that actually hurt me.
Ooh.
Wow, dust storms actually hurt. Okay. I can't pick the fruit.
Yum yum.
I'd eat it.
Is that the one that gives you health?
I would hope so. I mean, it might just kill me. Might give me a third leg. Who knows?
You never know.
So,
Until
yeah.
you try it.
I'm going to have to edit this down. Airlocks are now killing people. So with that being done, it's hour and 12 minutes. I think I'm going to end this stream for right now. I'm going to edit this down to maybe about 15, 20 minutes and just put this on here. Actually, let me close around. Let me test something here. So I do have a bed right here. I'm going to lie down in it. I'm going to log out right here.
Right on.
Let's see.
Well, YouTube, it's been fun. The Enigma loves you all.
I'm about to say, where's my log out option?
There it is.
Well, what I'm going to see is I'm going to exit. I'm going to quit game entirely. I'm going to launch it again to see if I wake up inside my ship.
Okay.
Man, so many messages. Boop. So let me quit the game entirely. Let's relaunch this.
I hope you don't have to do something like a character reset or anything. That is
Oh.
a sexy bike, sir.
Thank you. See, and this is another thing. I saw this in Issue Council too. When I asked for it to remember, never quite remember. Oh, really?
Dun dun dun.
See, it's not remembering anything. It's just like, nope, do it again. Keep going.
Loading. Yeah, last couple days, Captain Knuckles actually turned me on to a game, so I've been playing that
Okay.
when I can. I'm not going to say the name because we're doing Star Citizen. But it's great to have a backup game when things lull out or you don't have enough time during the day to get on.
Exactly.
But Star Citizen is pretty good in development, so I'm looking forward to what they produce.
Oh, they said there's another PTU, but I didn't see another PTU patch. Let me see what we got here. Let's visit location and see whether or not I actually wake up inside this bed. Be a nice
That's an
test for the
interesting point.
persistence. I wake up in my ship or will I wake up in the station? Ah, boo. Boo. At least I woke up with my armor on. Alright, so I have armor, no ship. I accept that trade-off. Okay? But where did I wake up exactly? Am I at Everest Harbor? Yes, I am. I am at Everest Harbor. Alright, well, with that being said, I am going to quit the game in the stream. I will catch you later, and thank you for watching.
Bye, YouTube.